From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 27 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff in Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Going right back to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Jackson. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
It's not. No, we seen.
on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, he knows coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we are grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Throwing is Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jackson on first down. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. And that's complete to Cooks. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens are pouring it on. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably go. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jared Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to claw one back. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Zerline good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Dobbins. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Dobbins once more. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because what's his primary reading? He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come back to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for him at all.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. All again on 2nd down. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Hamilton in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final? And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season